Please join me in welcoming Mark Black.
I like people to ask themselves this question whenever things get difficult. What if it's supposed to be hard? What if your work, what if your life, what if it's supposed to be hard? And what if, by the way, if it was easy, it would be really, really boring? Change is constant, it's getting faster, and people are struggling to keep up. And so part of what I'm trying to do is help them to let go of what is gone because it's gone, and then help them to be forward focused. My objective here is to help you shorten the gap between reaction and action. Because what we all do is we have that initial reaction, and then there's that period of frustration, anger, bitterness, whatever, all those, negative emotions. And then finally we say, okay, now what am I gonna do? The shorter you can make that gap, the more effective you become. See, most of us think that if we could just make it easier, it would be better. In fact, our whole world is oriented around that idea, right? Technology, all the developments are all about how can we make things more convenient, easier, faster, quicker. And somewhere in there, we've made this correlation between faster and quicker as better. As easier is better. But is it always? I don't think so. How many of us have had a moment in our lives where we knew after today, everything's gonna be different? What if I told you today that you had 1 year left to live? What would you do? We have a split-second moment. I look up at my mom, she looks down at me. We both know whatever we're about to say may be the last things we say. And I say, Mom, I'll see you soon. And then we wheel me away. But I remember waking up about 5 days after the transplant and realizing that my life had been changed. I could feel somebody else's heart beating in my chest. I could breathe normally for the first time in my life. And I wondered, what's possible now? I'm sitting in a hospital bed. I still have wires coming out of me. I still have staples in my chest. I have chest tubes coming out of me. But I said, I wonder if I could run a marathon. After 3 months, I could jog on the treadmill for 1 minute. And it took 2.5 years before I was able to do it, but I crossed the finish line of that first marathon. I tell you that story not to say, wow, look what Mark did, but hopefully to have you asking yourself, if he can do that, what can I do?
It's just a choice. And I think a lot of people don't know that it's just a choice. And I think for our people here that day, I think they looked at Mark, and rightly so, with a fair degree of awe, and thinking, wow, if a fellow who had faced the challenges that he had already faced could make that choice, I guess I can make some choices too.
You don't run a marathon all at once, you run it one step at a time, just like life. So start today. A 45-minute keynote doesn't change the world. We know that it doesn't completely change an organizational culture. It's a spark. It begins a process. But from there, it's about creating real, lasting impact so that we can reinforce the new habits, the new strategies, the new mindsets that are introduced in the keynote presentation and make sure that they are applied long term. So click the link or give us a call and we'll consult with you and make sure that we create a solution that works for you and your organization so that you can continue to be relevant and continue to thrive for many years to come.